Would you like a perusal this week's this month's Doctor Who magazine?
A perusal. Peruse. Yes, why not? Let's peruse together.
There you go.
They can't bang us up for that yet, can they?
Well, don't talk about banging. Shooting up was on screen, right? It's going to get overexcited, right?
Oh no, he'll be spent in seconds, won't he? Look, I tell you what, he does look like.
I don't think he will. I bet he lasts for quite some time.
I mean, we've all had that look, haven't we? We've all stood at a bus stop and felt exactly as he does there. To be fair to him.
Yeah. For me, this just okay. You know, I've been introspecting about this a lot, right? And my belief is this. I think my core attitude is very similar to Ian's in that what's driving my the initial core of my dislike of this era is I feel it's immoral. I think it's anti-morality, right? I think it's anti-science or something. I think it's anti-morality. And then all the things I don't like again, the opening of the essays of last week's episode with the TARDIS flying in, and you got the Jeffrey.
Yeah, I can't get on board. It looks nice, but it's very unnecessary. I can't see the point in it.
Yeah. So but when I see something that I don't like, I think it feeds into my disdain and dislike for it, and it gives me an intellectual reason for that disdain and dislike above and beyond the is it emotional? I don't know. No, I don't think it's emotional. I think it's more spiritual. I think I have again me and Ian, we are I'm more easygoing than Ian.
Ian's very hard line on this stuff. Yeah,
my dislike comes from exactly the same place. Right, it really comes from me. I just feel it's deeply immoral. I think the whole hookup culture is immoral. Anyway, by the way, last night I watched Pyramids of Mars in 4K from the 4K project. Wow!
Oh, is he still banging them out? Is that?
Yeah. Shooty as well.
So how many episodes is this guy cranking out a week then in the old 4K?
He puts out like a story a month. It's like $3 a month for his Patreon. So worth it, right? So worth it. I may have to go for this. The presentation tonight. That I'm worried about the special effects. Are they going to replace Sutek's head for a different one? I don't know. I didn't like the representation of Sutek. Right? I was like, he looks like a doggy.
He looked like a doggy, but he looked like a doggy in Pyramids of Mars when we first saw his head.
He looked like a dodgy face, not a mask, a model. But in Pyramids of Mars, he still looked intimidating. That thing didn't intimidate me at all.
Oh, it did. It did me. It did me. I thought. I mean, obviously, I think if I was 9 or 10 years of age, I think that would be the kind of thing that could probably burn itself into my memory. Obviously, people of our generation who were there. How long ago? Bloody hell! 31 years ago. When Jurassic Park was released and the various other technical steps along the way to the place we're at now, it's nothing that we haven't seen before. But I don't think it's anything we've seen done that well on Doctor Who before. And Doctor Who does seem to exist in its own little bubble, really, where technical.
This costume, I think, he wears it well, but I don't know. It just this is probably one of his better costumes, I think. But it's
surprisingly, because it looks ridiculous in the still photography from the location. On screen, I think it is his. Simon said this to me, and I laughed at him. Sorry, Simon, but actually on screen, because it's so it doesn't distract from the performance. It's actually his best costume, in my opinion. It's not saying much.
But for me, it's that first scene when he's running over the rooftops. Everything that was the best costume for me. He just feels like a bloke, right? He feels like your gay friend that you're about to go out.
I think he responds to what he's wearing as well. I think the ideal Shooty costume would be something between this and, as you described, the thing in Ruby Road. I mean, I quite like the plaid outfit as well, but we saw so little of that in Dawn Bubble.
He had a kind of look going, but they kind of moved on to that. Anyway, let's see what's in this month's Doctor Who magazine. One thing we can agree on, though, I am very psyched for what's the name, Varada Sethu coming in. I thought she'll be shit.
Yeah. She's good news, that girl.
Impressed with her on Boom, and also she was very hot. So I think that was a
ridiculously hot. Yeah.
No, I still think Millie Gibbs is hotter, but I just like the white meat, baby. What do you want to?
Each to their own. Yes, I prefer a darker girl.
Yeah, that's how I can't cast aspersions anyway. Fine, so let's see what's in this month's issue. They have a quick thing about William Russell.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh man, everything in this thing just seems so lightweight now. Right? It really does. These things seem to be, even on the contest page, there seems to be more going on. Rusty Davis, go away. Rusty is just making me more and more crazy by the bloody second. Very sad, William Russell. I think there was like a stop press of doing a full issue on next week. Legend of Silver Screen. Oh yeah, so far, check this out. I just don't think it's going the way Rusty Davis thought it was going to go. Right? I thought
without a doubt.
Yeah. This is how it's filling out so far. Not doing good.
Well, I'm going to step in here and say that when we did a live stream, I think it was last week, Simon, because Simon's gone on holiday, and Simon went and looked at his local cinema. And so when was this? Last Thursday at around 11 o'clock at night. And most of the tickets at his screening at his local cinema were gone. And wow. we were all very, very surprised, you know.
I am too. But I guess Rusty Davis must have bought a bunch.
Could be. Could be.
Let's look at his hype for the episode. Okay, Mel we're happy to see. Everything else there. The Empire of Death approaches. What's the truth about Susan Triad? Don't care. She's a zombie woman, a mummy woman. Who is Ruby's mother? Don't care. Probably Susan. Right? Do you think Mrs. Flood is going to turn out to be Susan or a Time Lord? I mean, they did say they did start saying we regenerate as a disguise. So I think they might probably come back.
I think that Mrs. Flood is something else. I think she is a conduit of some kind for forces, for kind of primitive forces from the universe that were unleashed possibly at the same time as all these creatures were when the Doctor cast the salt. I think there's something about her. I don't think she's entirely conscious. I think she's been used as some sort of vessel, but for something that is largely benign.
By Brian May quite often. And what is the vital object lies waiting on a distant planet with no name? Answer on the way. I just don't care. It's the thing.
I'll confess, I do not care who Ruby's mother is. I couldn't give a flying.
Pyramid Miles on BBC 4 and iPlayer, Friday midnight, Empire drop. Again, everything about this rollout has been a failure. It really has. Like dropping it there, it's just been a failure. But he's like desperately trying to build up excitement. And in cinemas in the UK, there's Saturday night on BBC One. Plus, Doctor Who Unleashed with the lovely shacket wearing. What's a shacket wearing? Stephen
it's a shirt stroke jacket. It's an overshirt kind of thing. I do like a shacket. I've recently purchased something of that description.
Is Stephen Powell gay by any perchance?
I have no idea.
I guess he is. It's like everybody is. And a whole extra half hour of Unleashed looking at the whole series. I don't care. Plus in-vision commentary for Empire Death on iPlayer with me, Bonnie Langford. Oh, I would watch that.
That's going to be fun.
Vicky Dan. I mean, look, I feel bad for Bonnie Langford. Like, she is literally gives her best in everything she does, right? She is so professional and so talented and gives the best. And she's always in the lowest rated Doctor Who ever. Like with Colin Baker. Like,
she was really picking up the slack for Gemma Redgrave last week, who I try to like. I think I said when we did a sort of reaction show last Saturday, and I said I've been willing Gemma Redgrave to get her teeth into this part for 12 years. It's quite a long time.
Again, I think she's at full speed right now.
Yeah, I think you could be right.
I didn't really notice at the time, but maybe you heard an answer. You know when they're in that, like, if you don't know the episode spoilers, they're in this like the room where it's like a time window where they're using the videotape to make it through. Why they say don't move? We're not allowed to move. Nobody move, right? And then he tells the unit guy, go look behind the TARDIS, would you? You just go look there, and then he gets killed.
Yeah.
Why weren't they allowed to move? And why did they send this other bloke to die?
I think because they couldn't move, the Doctor couldn't actually go and see what was behind the TARDIS. Move? Well, they did explain that it was something to do with the delicate way in which the technology was mapping everything. So they did explain it at the time in Doctor Who's kind of ramshackle way. It was no more ridiculous than any other explanation we've had for 1,000,001 other things in Doctor Who for technological gubbins.
Actually, again, I have to disagree with you. I saw the first 2 episodes of the Pyramids of Mars last night, and it's just brilliant. I have to tell you. I mean,
there's a divide. I think there's a divide between the classic and the new series in that respect, because there was more of a commitment to push forward scientific understanding in a digestible way. Every opportunity or any opportunity that it could. Now, it's not something I think Doctor Who resists now, but I think it's certainly something that's considered a great deal lesser. And that's been since it came back. I think it was Russell that brought that through because of his own leanings.
I mean, like wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, which for me actually kind of worked, right? Anyway, so look at this. New season's top 10 debut, please. I can't say when they try and spin the ratings. This is something I got to get though. They're putting out the backup strips. So
I saw.
I gotta get that. That looks fantastic, and this looks very good as well. The is it this thing? This from the Doctor Who fan club.
Yeah. No, this is a Doctor Who magazine publication again. It's supposed to be out. Right. I haven't seen a single copy of this anywhere at all. So I don't. Maybe it's sold out. I don't know, but it does look good. I mean, when they focus in on the books, particularly the Target books, they tend to put people like Graham Kibble-White on it, and what's his friend Matthew Sweet.
Right, yeah. Right. Oh, Andrew Skillis has got a third volume of his Illuminati Batman again.
I love those, but they're so expensive. And
I was just looking at this other one today from Brian Boland. $225. It was like
fucking hell.
I'm like, I'm out. And they're re-releasing Sirens of Time. Nobody buy it. It's shit. Okay, Sirens of Time is one of the worst big releases.
Aren't you fond of it? Like for the nostalgia value, I always have been.
It's too irredeemably bad, right? It just didn't work. Thank God the next one was very good. What was it? The Whispers of Terror. I can't remember what the second one was. That was excellent, but that was the one when they're re-releasing it because they for some reason. Fine, Galaxy Forum, blah blah blah, Dot and Bubble. Somebody sent. I didn't buy this. Somebody sent me this, and I got through the first 2 stories, and I'm like, oh, it's a slog, right? It's a slog. Let's see what's on YouTube. Wait, what book is that? Dave Bishop.
Let's see if they put either of us in YouTube.
No, we will never ever be right. Just how much do we live? William Russell. Yeah, that's a fair thing. This podcast is shit. Oh my god. Oh, it's like nails under the fingernail shit. It is shit beyond shit.
It's hard to know which of the 2 regular presenters is the most irritating, isn't it? It's a really toss between.
No, they should all be just sent to the incinerator, sent to the Spice Mines of Kessel. That's where they should go. Boom unpacked in this video. I got bits from it. Watch Lisa Barron warn us about the return of Sutek in the Big Finish trailer from 2015. Yeah, that really wasn't that. I mean, they used Sutek quite a few times in Big Finish. None of them have been any good. The only ones that were good are the Magic Bullet Productions one. They were excellent. You ever seen those?
I don't think I've not heard those. I've got the ones with Tom Baker and Louise Jameson with Sutek.
And they're
I haven't played them in a long time though.
No, wait a minute. Why can't I go to Caldor City? Turtle Enhanced Protection. What's it? Magic Bullet Productions. Let's see if I can pull. I was looking at the there we go. Caldor City. Oh no, now lets me in. But where is this? Oh, shop. Oh, there you go. Faction Paradox. Coming to Dust. So these were great. They're all written by Lawrence Miles. Has starred Gabriel Wolf, Julian Glover. They were just fantastic, right? These
bloody hell.
And they really capture that same kind of creeping menace that I don't think the Legend of Ruby Sunday utterly failed to. one second. So, yeah, that stuff is a big recommend. One second, I'm just getting sent something. So I need to put on screen right now. Fine, I'll look at that soon. It's funny, but yeah, let's finish. Let's go for this. Fine. I don't remember this book called Empire of Death.
I didn't buy many of that range.
Yeah, I was kind of out of it by then. Fine, let's see what we got. Pyramids of Mars, Empire of Death. Preview tells of the TARDIS. So I assume this is Ncuti Gatwa posting it, right? Hosting it. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, Pyramid of Mars is awesome.
I completely agree. I don't know many Doctor Who fans who wouldn't agree with that.
Because I literally just watched it last night, and it really, I forgot how good it was.
And Sutek's costume is so great as well. So unusual.
See, here's another thing I didn't like, right? It's S-Triad, it's an anagram of TARDIS, and I said it's the wrong anagram. There wasn't even an anagram. It was a couple of words they took apart and changed a letter of.
It's an example of kind of, I can't believe that Russell doesn't know that that's not an anagram, but it's an example of kind of, I don't use this phrase lightly, a slight example of dumbing down, I think.
Oh, there's so much dumbing down in this this series. I think. Oh, are they saying it's hinting that she's Susan? I never thought she was Susan, quite frankly.
No,
Lenny Rush was fucking awful. I am sorry. I mean, like, why do I want to hear a 13-year-old with a lisp, like wearing a this is. There was nothing about this that didn't make me want to kick my TV in, other than I like my TV. Right? It was. I was like, oh god.
I quite liked him. I found nothing offensive in this. I liked it.
The probability of swap now 100%. Really? Now Sudek's appeared. Really? I mean, yeah, we worked that out. This unit, this agonizingly and irritating diverse unit that doesn't allow any white men, is one that I wouldn't want to go near under any bloody circumstances whatsoever. Right?
You'd think that the law of averages, bear in mind they're based in Britain, you'd think we'd have seen one by now, wouldn't you?
No. There was a part where they said clear all the non-essential personnel and all the white men left. There you go. The shooter looks very good in that outfit right there. There he looks doctorish. Right? Okay.
It's because you can't see the finishing touch of the cowboy boots. That's what makes it look mega, mega gay when you scroll down and see the cowboy boots.
No, this is what makes it mega gay. This happening, okay? You can't unsnog the Doctor. I'm sorry, you can't put the blue milk back in the titty. Oh wow, that reminds me. I just saw that. Look at the where is it? The trailer. It looked to me like David Tennant's going to be in it. Yeah. Who is that?
That's the Harbinger woman, isn't it?
It is?
I think so.
Oh, well, could be. I mean, that will make sense. Because I didn't think David Tennant will be in it. Again, although that is an annoying plot hole for me. Like, okay. But man, Tom Baker realizing he's dealing with Sutek in the second episode it sends genuine chills down your spine. Like when I see Ncuti like crawled up and curled up and crying, I'm like, it just doesn't really work for me. So what's this? Lisa Glenhill goes behind the scenes on night filming for Rogue. Why did they do night filming? It was all set indoors. To meet the cosplaying bird. Then wrecking the Austin era.
They filmed it in the same place that Bridgerton filmed, so maybe Bridgerton, being a bigger show, maybe they'd got it during the day.
They got it during. That would make sense, right? That would make sense. I'm like,
was he trying to grab his cock there in that picture? What's going on?
And it does look like he's going to resist. I mean, just like
cough, sir.
I'll say, Ncuti, you need to develop a relationship. Honestly, this is giving gay people a really bad name. They're like, there was no relationship built up at all, other than they quite wanted to fuck each other, right? That's
Again, that was what got under Simon Horton's skin. Rather with this, obviously, Simon will talk to the cows come home about being gay and how he perceives all these things in the media. Obviously, he's a gay man working in the media, so I don't want to speak for him. But he felt the same.
For him.
It gets under his skin. He feels it's very irresponsible, and that it paints gay people in just as you said, in a bad light. Sorry, excuse me.
It really does. It's like, again, the whole slut ideology thing. It just doesn't really work, right? Oh God. Why? Why there's so many pages of me seeing this again? Go away. And this, honestly, who thought this was a good idea? Really?
I think I didn't mind them. I think I was just relieved every time they cut away from the Doctor and Rogue.
The one that looked like a Muppet. Literally looked like a Muppet. And the one with body positivity. Honestly, you're a shape-shifting bird. You have to be a fat cunt as well. I mean, like, that's your choice at that point. Then Indira Varma, she's back in Doctor Who again. See, all this stuff I'm much more interested in.
Yeah, I'm very interested in Indira Varma in anything.
Really? I maybe 10 years ago at Torchwood, but now.
Yeah, she was mega hot in Torchwood.
Right, and also Game of Thrones.
Yes.
It's weird when we 73 yards when again, I can't believe she's supposed to be 40 there, but he's like, I'm going to break up with this 40-year-old who looks like she's 21 because she's not thinking about me. I wouldn't give two shits, mate. Okay, I'm like, okay.
I like how they put the man with the glass of wine and the woman with a pint of lager.
It's true.
Never miss an opportunity, do they? Never miss an opportunity.
Who's that? I don't remember.
That's the old bat. That's the old bat that we see on the horizon.
Ruby Sun. That story made no fucking sense, right? Just fell apart completely. Like, how did Ruby go back into? Like, none of it made any sense, right? And I am convinced it was supposed to be all about this bloke, and they shat themselves when they saw it was going south, right? But they didn't. I don't know. They didn't think it was going to go as south as it did. With what do you reckon the ratings are going to be for this week? What's the weather like in England right now?
For this Saturday coming? Well, as I understand it, it's going to be dry, but nothing next to tropical like there was a couple of weeks ago. I mean, it was ridiculous. So
they're probably still over 2 million for the overnight, I reckon.
Yeah, I don't expect the ratings to go particularly up. I'm not expecting them to go particularly down. I expect they'll just largely stay precisely where they are.
Probably. I see the season finale being around 3.5 with the consolidated.
It's possible. It's, as I say, I haven't heard. I'd be lying if I said I'd heard many people talking about it. Again, the people I know who are watching it the general members of the public did feel exactly as I thought they would, and they liked last week's. But by the same measure, nobody's saying to me from outside of the Who sphere that they can't wait till the next one. And oh my God, this new guy. He's so great. There's no buzz around Doctor Who. There are people who like it. There are people who don't. But it's just going nowhere as an IP. It hasn't reinvigorated anything at all.
Well, again, I think because last week, again, had a good cliffhanger. And it felt like a more normal episode of Doctor Who. I think that bodes well for its ratings in the final week. Right?
I mean, the damage that clown Chris Chibnall has done to this brand over those years by being silent, by putting out in very poor television, never mind poor Doctor Who, for not doing any publicity at all, for making us a few episodes he could possibly get away with over a 5-6 year period. It cannot be underestimated how the damage that man has done to this show and the entire brand.
I agree with you completely about the damage, but look at this. I think this is taking that damage and running with it.
It's not to my taste, but at least it's alive. At least it's, again, I would never have done this in a million years. Don't get me wrong. It's not remotely to my taste, but at least it feels like it's alive. At least it's, I don't know. It's just got something. It has got something.
Again, the dance number just irritating. And there's a whole long article about it, right?
I mean, the thing about that dance number as well is that isn't the way that isn't really the way that people. I think if it looked a little bit more authentically 1960s, it looks like it does look like Glee, where they put on outfits to make it look like it's the 60s or the 70s. Whereas I think if they'd have dialed it back a bit and done it in a kind of West Side Story way,
dialing anything back, right? What's this? No. Third Doctor's memorable companion Jo Grant, herself actress Katie Manning shares her Doctor Who story with Beth Axford. Who's Beth Axford? I recognise that name.
Oh, she's one of the Time ladies, former podcasters and YouTubers. She's got well in with the elite. This person, next to no discernible talent that I can make out, and with all the charm of a wet sock.
Okay, well, okay, I'm glad that they're glad they found employment. I see that face, and I'm like saying, I'm not buying this book. Although, okay, I will say this for the new target range. At least they've got their own visual identity. I didn't like the faux Chris Aclair stuff.
No, I couldn't agree more. It drove. I got to know Chris a little bit before he passed away. It drove Chris round the bend when they were doing that. He wanted the range to attract new talent, and I think these covers are stunning. To be honest, I think they've got real personality, real character.
They got personality. I wouldn't call them stunning. I would call them. But again, I don't like it. So it's a. Oh God! Like why? Why? But how long until this get? If we get a Farage government, which is not going to happen, this could be banned within 3 weeks. That'd be great.
I'm not so keen. I mean, unsurprisingly, I'm not so keen on the cover to Rogue, and I get the impression the artist wasn't feeling that story so much either, because it's not very well drawn. But I think the other three are a really nice piece of artwork.
Excellent. Yeah. Scott Hancock's right one. There you go. Who's this? Abby Jenkins has spent the past year as an assistant to Doctor Who production designer Phil Simpson. I bet that's a good job. Man, I'd love that job. Something Doctor Who does very well is his production design. Right?
Yeah.
That does. That does a very good job.
I mean, I haven't seen everything that Bad Wolf have made. I still haven't seen The Winter King, but this is something I noticed about his Dark Materials and even that thing that Billy Piper does.
Production design, I agree with you.
Yeah, the production values are exemplary in my opinion. I've worked in this field.
Having said that, I still hate the TARDIS. Like everything about it seems like way too money is being spent for no reason. Why is a time-space visualizer over here? Put it back to where it's supposed to be. Lenny Rush presents an award for God. I mean, I don't understand how less safe I would feel knowing that this kid is the fate of the world is in his hands. He's like one of the crack team that's going to protect us from ancient god Sutek. No, he's not. I mean, I don't understand why anybody thought this was a good idea. What is it about him that goes, oh yeah, people are gonna fucking love a lispy kid on a scooter, on a Segway. Yeah.
Well, I see why he's. I mean, I thought it was quite a nice performance. I'm quite keen on the character. I am. I think that if children see other children on screen like that, you either get two reactions. It's there's never a middle ground. They either really, really love them and think they're cool, or they hate them with a passion.
Okay. Kids would hate them with a passion.
I think it could be a Marmite character, but I personally thought it was nice. I thought it was nicely done.
Oh, again, nails on a chalkboard, literally, nails on a chalkboard.
Well, let's put it this way: I understood who he was and why he was there. I mean, the only reason I know who Rose Temple Noble is. The only reason I know who Rose Temple Noble is because we've seen her before. I still have no idea why she's there.
I have no idea why, because she's got a dick, and look. Unit deals with the strange, the bizarre, the unusual. There's a chick with a dick. Fits right in.
Just don't ask her to introduce you to the Scarasan. It's only going to go one way.
Yes, it will. Who's in the art on this? Mike Collins, blimey. Again, they should have given the job to what's his name? He was doing it during the Jodie era. Pete, what's his name? I can't remember. He's been on my channel. But
I know the guy you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Oh, I'm not going to that. Okay, you could be Justin Boy, Colin Baker, Peter Purvis, whoever. I'd rather see Jarek Hager than like what?
I tell you what, he's not backward in coming forward, isn't it? This lad, he's only been in it for 10 minutes. He's already at a convention.
Milk it for all you can get, baby. Milk it for all you can get. Oh, so this is the woman who plays Cilla Black. Are you kidding me? What? Look, has there just been some kind of apocalypse on sci-fi actors? They can't.
I'm going to say when the woman who
how do you get a small Ray Winston gets a smaller square than El Retardo. Get the fuck out of here.
Perhaps I was just wondering that. Perhaps it's because they're advertising in a Doctor Who magazine, because that's really weird. There's some movie stars there.
I mean, really, I know. Natalia Tina, she's pretty good. She's good in pretty much everything. Dame Shion Phillips. I mean, so that's the other thing I hate about 73 Yards, right? That brings it up. That scene that she was in, where they were in the American Werewolf in London, in pub, right? And they go, "Oh, you think you stepped on the evil square thing or whatever it is, and broke the magic and let whatever it is free," and then they all started laughing. Hey, we're not like that. That's just silly. That turns out that was exactly the plot. So why make a joke of that being the plot when that's not actually what? I bet Denise Richards doesn't look like that anymore, quite frankly. Although one of my favorite Bond girls. What also had some of the great James Bond lines. The last line I believe was, "I always want to have Christmas in Morocco," and the name was Christmas Jones.
That's it, yeah. Absolute magic.
God. See, Doctor Who when it was good. I miss Doctor Who when it wasn't all about sucking cocks, right?
But even he's using his hat to cup his meat and two veg.
That's true. Well, look, Van Gogh was a well-known swordsman.
Was he really?
No. Although there was a shitty sci-fi show which he was in that made the show really, really good. What's it called again? Defiance.
Oh, right? My brother's watched all of those. He said it was good. Well, he said it was tolerable.
Okay, no, it wasn't, right? But he was brilliant. He played this alien in it who was this whole culture, and great performance. And it was him and his super hot wife, and she would spend most of the time naked in a pool. Which I'm like, well, okay then. I think we should.
Let's work if you can get it.
More of that. We should have the Doctor Who episode where Millie gives us naked in the pool for most of it. By the way, they did sex her up a bit for next week's episode. Like she's in a sexier outfit.
I've seen the tight vest and the khaki trousers. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just looking at the tight vest, baby. So Morbus, I've listened to the first two parts. It's the third part's not out yet, is it? Where I think it's very disappointing. I have to tell you, it's very, very disappointing. I mean, forget the covers. The covers make it unbuyable in of itself.
They're terrible. I know we slag these covers off every time I come on.
They're the worst things I've ever seen.
Really bad.
They're unbelievably bad. So the premise is there was the big Time Lord War in the ancient times of Gallifrey. And it sounds, again, they could have had a fantastic Game of Thrones kind of politics building up to. Watching House of the Dragon, by the way?
I haven't seen it yet, so no spoilers, please. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it this weekend.
It's really good. I like the difference when you see something quality. It's massive, right? Absolutely massive.
Yeah, I adored the first season.
So, and I think Tom Baker's in the last part, but it's not out yet. Ruby Red, no, written by Georgia Cook. Don't know. I'm not going back to the Eighth Doctor. I can't stand this TARDIS. Again, I'm sorry when you have one of the characters have a lengthy romantic relationship with a chick with a dick, it kills it for me, right? I can't. That happened, right? That's part of the lore of this, right? So I don't know. What's this one? Stitch in Time is a game book. Don't care. I've got Jodie on the front. Fuck off. Leave me alone.
Yeah, anything with Joe. Whenever I see a picture now of Jodie Whittaker from those years, from the Whittaker years, it's like a real anachronism. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, that happened.
I know.
I
thought that happened. Okay, this is the most insane thing you've ever seen with Freeman Angerman. Check out this clip from this TV show. I can't remember what it is.
Make yourself comfortable. There's a couch over there.
This is New Amsterdam.
He's okay.
Yeah. Now again, Freema always looks gorgeous.
Okay. I had Cephas answer some questions from a Harvard test known as unrest. It is designed to measure someone's level of social resistance.
Social resistance.
When people like us oppose the values and policies of the dominant culture.
That's right.
You are the dominant culture, you cunt. Fuck off. You can look. Okay, I'm saying if you're LG, if you're queer, if you're black, you are the dominant culture. You can't be the dominant culture and an oppressed minority. You got to choose one, right?
So when she said "we," you were like us. She was speaking racially.
Oh wait, just let it finish.
What does that have to do?
Your son, he feels threatened on a daily basis. Like everything he's earned can just be taken away. He's disenfranchised. But because his life is seemingly free from all
Was she black as well, the other woman?
Sort of. She's not white, which I think is the only thing that matters.
They just, it's everybody else versus the terrible Caucasians. Oh, I'm with you now. Yeah. Whoa, God.
Here where they go with this.
He's internalizing it.
Name what?
Racism. I think your son's tumor was caused by racism.
No, it fucking wasn't, you anti-Semitic.
That's, I mean, you can see Freema, the constant, even Freema knew. You could tell on her face, and she's a really good actress. You could tell that she knows that was bullshit.
Yes, I do agree. Although, what's the name? Paul Mackey would be like, yes, racism calls for tumor.
She's such a likable woman, Pearl Mackie, but she does.
I know, it's so weird, isn't it? So, like, she lit up that whole season for me. I really, really liked her. But
well, I follow her on Instagram, and she's on a honeymoon at the moment with her new wife, and they're posting these pictures. And it's all like, you think, they're like big smiles and stuff. And she just seems really, really normal for the majority of the time. And then you read a quote from her where she said something completely mental. You think, no, Pearl, you're one of the normal ones. Don't.
Apparently not. This one looks interesting. Read by David Banks, of all people. That's weird.
Oh.
Bit. How'd you pick him at random?
Must have been walking down the corridor at the time.
Is this this is a soundtrack, I guess, with the linking stuff by Fraser Hines. Torture, Don't Care, Leave Me Alone. Crossword, I'm always bad at. Looking forward to this. It's coming out next month. Looking forward to this.
Yeah, I like the book. I mean, it's one of the few of that range that stayed in my memory.
Yeah. I can't remember detail, but I remember enjoying it. So we got this coming. Apparently, they cut out everything that connects it to what's it called again?
Oh, there was another one.
The book that was like a companion piece to that.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So they cut that. I think quite wisely. This looks really good, right? I pre-ordered these straight away. This is Dark Gallifrey. This is the War Master trilogy with Dark, and it's got David Warner. Must be his last appearance. As a Doctor, and Lisa Bauman. Now, the Lisa Bauman, David Warner stuff was great. I really, really, really enjoyed that.
I'll have to try and make some time for that. Yeah.
There's just so much, right? There's too much, right? That's the thing. That's why I'm like have no problem cutting down on buying Big Finish stuff. It's not like because there's just. I don't get a chance to re-listen to.
Well, there was a time where if you came across a bad Big Finish story, it was a real anachronism. You put it down to experience. But now, there's a great many of them which don't hit the mark. So you have to be discerning. It's a pity.
I mean, like most of them, sadly, don't hit the mark. Stuff about Egyptology, and when's the next one out? July 18th. July 18th is a Sutek Unbound. I wonder what that means. Callie Cook and Tom Rees-House. She was from Dot and Bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I'm honestly, I'm just glad the season's over. Oh, maybe we can get back to Doctor Who now. Oh, God, I'm just glad it's over. By the way, have you noticed how they moved Eleanor Crooks, like this tiny little bit in the corner? Like they basically erased her from the covers altogether now.
Oh, okay.
Because look, she looks like a brick shit house, quite frankly. So she does. I mean, like whenever you see it, especially when she was with Sylvester McCoy, right, towering over him. Like Shay would never in a million years cast her as a companion. But here you see, they used to have a look. They shrunk her down, right? In these ones to make her look like that she could be a companion. No, not in a million bloody years.
My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.